Hello everyone, welcome back to No Man's Sky Synthesis. We're playing Beyond Survival, Expanding the Base, Part 3. I hired an armorer yesterday. He's waiting for me over there on our base. While I was waiting for the scientist to be done, I got a little bit of work done on the new fighter. She's got a bunch of slots now. I moved a couple of things around now that I have all of the first shields, the first 3 shields. I moved them around until I got that to be the highest number. And I need positrons, more shields, more pulse drives. Everything is back here at the moment. It'll probably change later though. Yeah, okay. Our fleet has just arrived. And we'll go grab that really quickly. Hopefully I have room. Yeah. Let's see, freighter, there it is. I'm not gonna fly over there at pulse drive. I'm gonna call the freighter to me. So I end up in the engines more often than I care to tell you. You gotta pull out a pulse drive because when you're pulsing towards your freighter, because if you don't, it doesn't stop you in time and you can end up stuck inside your ship. Which sucks. A couple of augmentation things left. So I'm gonna leave those on the ship. 1 paraffinium? Oh, 501. Alrighty. Let's go grab that fleet. Then as soon as we talk to the armorer, we can go back to the overseer and get the farmer started. But the scientist is also ready for us at the same time. There's no fleet. Oh, it's the other one I was waiting for. There they are. Let's see what these guys did. Fusion accelerant, relics, neural duct, superconductors. All right. That's something I've been waiting for. We'll grab those. And 2 million units. Ready. All balanced. 1 industrial, only 9 hours. Well, boy, that's irritating. Alright. I'll deal with that later. I don't know what's going on with that. I really don't. I've never had so much trouble getting a fleet of industrial ships going before. A couple of them are already S-class. So it's kind of, kind of drives me crazy. 3 of those. 3 of those. Into the suit they go. It's the only thing we're waiting for is superconductors at this point. Everything else is ready to go. There's our ship. Little Miss Recalcitrant. Alrighty. That may be why I'm hitting the space station. I've hit it so many times since synthesis. It's just ridiculous. The landing beam was really strong when Beyond first dropped, and if they did lower its intensity, then more power to them. All right, here we go. think we have, I don't think he asks us to grow albumin pearls. It's just something that we know how to grow when we're done with the farmer. Gravitino balls he does ask us to grow, so that's something else. It's not that far to the base, goodness. Yay! Time for a snack. Oh, it's the middle of the night. All right. Remainant. Those other guys had better names. These facilities are glorious, but know that we Viking exterminate worlds that show even the merest hint of weapons production. Consider yourself lucky that I'm your friend. Likewise, Viking. Violence must be ended. This is the way of Drindarg. This is the way of Herc. When murder is gone, the last weapon fired will be at the Viking ourselves, having served our holy purpose. As a gesture of peace, the armorer offers me a piece of exosuit technology. They're keen to demonstrate they are more than a simple warrior. Gra, wear it with pride. It's probably a skirt. Now, before we can begin our work together, there is something we must deal with. Viking High Command would not permit me to reside here and ignore my purpose, Interloper. I have discovered a weapons factory nearby, and to sabotage it to sabotage it would demonstrate our worth. While you're there, perhaps you may also learn something useful for yourself. I learned that the Viking believe that no other species should be able to hold weapons, that after the atrocities committed by the Gek, only the Vikings should be trusted with arms. The armorer gives me the location of a nearby weapons factory, claiming it's operating illegally. If I go there and shut down production, I may be able to extract a valuable blueprint. Gra, go with honor, but be wary. The eyes of the sentinels will be upon the facility. Yeah, I know.
Navigational data received.
Yep. When the game chooses this landing pad, my ship is on the landing pad. When the game chooses that landing pad, my ship is in that cave that was in yesterday. Right, where are we going? I don't know. There it is. Hope I have some bullets. Oh, there's a trade post right there. No? No. Recalcitrant, you missed the landing beacon. I even tried to slow down a little bit. Oh, wrong weapon. I knew I was going to do that. Here we go. I like that. 4 shots. I wonder if this is timed. Production status. Whew, 95% efficiency. The factory was indeed engaged in the production of legal weaponry, just as the Viking claimed. I should shut down production and see what can be gleaned from their systems. New blueprint accepted. Beginning fabrication. I override the production line, substituting their blueprints for something more harmless. The factory will produce light bulbs, at least for now. I take a copy of the weapon blueprint previously in production, although I cannot understand it. Of course not. And I can re-engage. To what end, I don't know. The machinery has been retuned to my specification. I hope I've made the world a better place. Art, food, art, hunger. The machinery whirs as it processes the pulp and metal that fills its tubes, configuring itself to pump out compressed nutrient cubes. That sounds delicious. Alrighty. Now, believe it or not, if I use nav data to call my ship to this beacon, it won't cost any launch fuel, and I'll be able to launch off the beacon without using launch fuel as well. Grab that nav data back. The Smetter. That's the name of this place, the Smetter. Let's go. See what the scientist needs. Oh, the graphics, my goodness. Probably that wouldn't have happened in first person at all. Righty. There you go, Remainant. You have shut down their production, Interloper. Blah, blah, blah. Perhaps we shall make a Viking out of you yet. Yeah. Excellent work, Interloper. Gra, did you obtain any technology of our own? Here, I will decrypt it for you. We shall continue your training. Weapons are nothing without usage, without the glory of righteous war. Thanks for the cyclotron ballista. Not quite what I need. I was gonna shoot him, but apparently he's not done talking to me. Steel yourself, Interloper. Pirates have discovered our world. Gra, they will provide practice for your weapons. Yeah, the cyclotron ballista. Attack, Gra, attack! Burn their hives of villainy and sin. Let them know that this is no one's sky but ours. Aww, that's cute, Hello Games. As they tell me of the pirates, the armorer begins to shake. I've not seen such passion, such hatred expressed in them for any other being. The armorer alerts me to the presence of pirate ships orbiting this world, asking me to go and fight them. Okay, but not right now. Gra, fight well, Interloper. Destroy them before they draw more sentinel attention to our homeworld. Yeah, we all know who's gonna draw the sentinels to our homeworld. All right. Let's turn this off. That'll be irritating. And back to scientific research. Hi. How's your child? I don't think my child experiment is working. They have not assuaged my loneliness, and now I have two consciousness to fear for. I'm losing myself, traveler. Take my core to a monolith. Let me interface before the Atlas. I must speak to eternity. The Corvax has no memories of my last journey with their core. Then I tried to reconnect them with the convergence. This time, they seek the Atlas. I don't know if the monolith grants such an interface, or if anything does. And there he's turned himself off again. Expanding the base. Things are aligning. We are ready now for a Gek farmer to join us. Indeed, I have already prepared their contract. All you need do is gather the selenium required to finalize their workstation. Work Gek Sametu grows in confidence and seeks again to expand my home. I find it hard to disagree with them, for a farmer would open up a world of possibilities. The overseer needs selenium to complete the agricultural terminal plans. Selenium grows on scorched planets and requires hazmat gloves to harvest. Selenium is not easy to acquire in the wild, but this only proves the value of recruiting a farmer. Yeah. Oh, I just shot my gun. Shot my foot off. I meant to shoot him. Wait, why isn't my gun working? Reload those guns. There we go. It's good to see you, friend. I trust the Vikings' technology kept you safe. Well, I have the selenium required to finish the plans for the farmer's workstation. It will be interesting to see what effect a second Gek will have on my overseer. I cannot imagine they have spent much time conversing with the scientist or the armorer. Ah, to farm, we shall exploit the earth, free at last from the sentinels, and practice the glory of trade. Indeed. Now we just gotta wait. Oh, there he is. Once you have secured our farmer, you will want to trade unhindered, to profit from our glorious harvest without being dragged to and fro. Never fear, friend, for I shall make it so. All I require are a few circuit boards to finish the plans for a trade terminal of our own. The Overseer requests circuit boards in order to create a galactic trade terminal blueprint. The Korvax scientists should be able to provide the necessary parts. I do not have the zeal for trade that seems to seize the Gek. Nonetheless, it would be convenient to tap into the galactic market from right here in my own home. Don't look over your shoulder now. Alrighty. There we go. Should we put him on an angle? That seems like fun. He stands behind the thing, so sometimes he's a little bit difficult to engage. Alright. Scientist, Monolith, here we go. That should have changed to Scientist, Monolith. There you go. It's all about patience. This is gonna ruin this monolith, so there's no point marking it if you're thinking, oh, you know, I can find a portal from here. It doesn't work that way. Once you use the monolith to contact the Atlas for the scientist, it breaks the monolith. We're gonna grab the words. Yeah, just because they're there. Alrighty, here we go. Lots of numbers. I approach the monolith and prepare to insert the Korvax's core within the dais. The structure looks as if it was made for such a moment. Error, error, Atlas, obey, Atlas, error, error, run, error, error. Life form identified, Korvax Echo, purpose, servant of traveler. Analysis, verisimilitude failure, emotional breakdown, traveler infection. Solution, terminate, insulate, protect, wipe. Rebooting. Oh dear. Monolith offline. Some people say that their monolith comes back. I've never had one come back. And on the series I did it my way, we did probably 90% of the episodes on the home planet. I think that I went to that monolith at least 6 times during that couple of months or so. And so, yeah, it never came back. That was during Next. It may have changed. but I don't think so. Someone remind me in a month and we'll check. There's Hey Mike's base. We gotta do a tour of that base coming up pretty soon. Oh, this is not where I meant to go. I didn't mean to land, but thankfully we landed on a landing pad. Let's go kill a pirate. Probably gonna get some interference from the combat frigate here. Oh, maybe not.
Threat detected.
The pirate's not attacking me. Blank blank. Alright, now we need a farmer. If you stack these things up, you get a lot more done. Excuse me, sorry. Alright. Where are we going? This problem again? There he is. He's in Upuskutu. I just like the name of that system. You watch, someone's gonna come along and change the name to, I don't know, weird brown ringed planet system. So I tend to do this. I tend to stack things on top of each other and multitasking. And during Next, multitasking was almost required to prevent you from going nuts. Because it's a lot of serious back and forth during Next. Before you even get a teleporter, before you even start warping anywhere, you would have all this intense expanding the base stuff going on. Alrighty. Dufesti. That's a great name. Friend, you have work for me, yes? I have served in the finest kitchens and gardens across 12 systems, in each one producing prize-winning cuisine. I grow all my own ingredients. Hire me, yes? The cat chirps happily at the sight of me. They promise to help me grow all kinds of crops on my world. The required paperwork has already been signed, apparently. The farmer offers to join my world and make use of my agricultural terminal. Thank you, friend. Neither you nor your stomach shall regret it. Okay. Have some pie. Are you hungry? What do we have here? Oh, it's only a B. I've scrapped a couple of S-class ships today. I have been here, yeah, it's rescue too. No need to go look at stuff. We could have used the teleporter. Alrighty. Now then, that's all done. All we have to do is greet the farmer, and that will start that. Acquire a circuit board, and return to the armorer. And reinsert the scientist's core. And you can see up there on Nisio-san all of those expanding the base missions. And if you look over on the right side there, I've got the panel opened up, and it tells you the scientist, the armorer, and the farmer want to talk to me all at the same time. Here we go. We're going to get a mission from the armorer. And the farmer just wants us to start farming. So I think we'll accept the mission from the armorer, and then tomorrow we will go right straight through all of the farming stuff. Because that only takes, 25 minutes. And I'll try to figure out something for the fleet. I wish I could figure out what it is I need to do to get industrial missions. Better industrial missions. see how you don't really want to do this mission right at the beginning of the game. You need to do a lot of warping. You need to be able to fight sentinels and pirates. And gathering supplies for the farmer is easy because you can do that at a trade post. The NPC ships that land at trade posts they each sell usually 2 kinds of plants, some kind of starship fuel, either tritium or launch fuel, and then they sell the local systems artifacts like Viking daggers and effigies and things like that. And that's what you're going to find on every NBC starship at every trade post. Little steering mechanism difficulty there. Is it done, Interloper? Interloper. That's what I am. I'm an interloper. Have you purged these vile beings from our air? Yeah, it's easy. Graw, well fought, Interloper. To be young, to kill again, Graw, how I envy you. Didn't he just give us a speech about ending the violence? Interloper, there is both good and bad news. Some of the pirates appear to have fled your wrath, but this merely delays their righteous extermination. Hunt them down, interrogate them for potential weapons technology, and then consign them to the great abyss. Graw. Viking at Arms Remainant is clearly possessed by the thrill of the hunt, but this energy cannot disguise the fact they appear to be weakening. Has residing here in my base caused them to become ill? The armorer wishes for me to find one of the escaped pirates and take any technology they might possess. This is your prize, Interloper. Weapons technology and a pirate to do with as you will. Make our ancestors proud. Okay. We'll just wait for that to come up. And then we can change to scientific research. Analyst entity Pokhot's shell sits in front of me, awaiting reconnection. I fear for what has happened to their data core. Shell reconnection, carapace online. Hey, greetings, unknown entity. I passed my test, sharing this joy via the exchange of technology. There's the circuit board. How do you feel about structural analysis, stranger? The scientist has once again been reset, but without a connection to the convergence. I fear they are doomed to repeat this cycle forever. From the moment they met me in the space station until their collapse into loneliness. Perhaps if I can find them a convergence cube, they might be unified with the rest of the Korvax and escape. The scientist deserves this chance at reconnection. They've helped me greatly, and they have taken good care of their beacon. I'm supposed to go to a Korvax system and steal a convergence cube from a Korvax facility. What I usually do is just buy one. There's a possibility I have one. Not today. Really. Yep, not today. I don't have one. All right. And let's greet the farmer. Hi, Doofesty. So cute. This is a home of glass and metal, traveler. It's in dire need of my touch, but no need to fear, for I come well equipped for such work. There's the gut rot flower facium. Your first lesson will teach you to embrace the dirt, friend. The earth provides life and death after all. Take this hydroponics tray and these gut rot flower seeds. Grow the flower and see how fine it feels to produce life. Trader Du Festi is already bedding in nicely. They have already given me the means to beautify my home. If I prove myself a worthy farmer with this gut rot flower, perhaps they will share more of their agricultural secrets. Wonderful, my friend. Soon our home will be filled with the delicate perfume for which this plant was named. He's talking about poop, you know. When we come back tomorrow, I'll have some hydroponic trays installed, and we'll brighten up this room with the light from those. I want to thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.